Coming up, the Cultural Food Fair Festival hosted by the Indian Student Association, Miss Buddman elected as Teacher of the Year, a Halloween pumpkin patch, and more. My name is Ethan Klein, and WMSD-TV starts now. Hey Eagles! On October 19th, the Indian Student Association organized a food fair with delicious foods from different cultures. Let's take a further look.
On Friday, October 16th, multiple clubs organized the annual Culture Food Fair during lunch. In this event, students bring in different foods from their cultures to share and fundraise for their clubs.
I wanted to participate in this event because I feel like I would represent a lot of the people in our school, and I feel like our culture, like Jamaican culture, doesn't really get represented a lot.
The fair took place during A and B lunch in the main courtyard so that everyone had a chance to participate.
So we try to invite all the cultural clubs at school. ISA is the one that hosts it, the Indian Student Association. We have Caribbean Club, the Muslim Student Association, the Jewish Student Union, and BSU.
The best part of the event is the excitement of students when they get to see their cultures being represented.
I really like that the school carries out this event every year because a lot of people can expose their cultures to others and you can experience the diversity that we have in the community. I'm not really from here, so it's really nice to experience and to taste food from my part of the world and also try something new.
The fair was a success and has become an iconic event that students love to be part of every year by sharing and discovering all the beautiful cultures that are part of MSD.
So the feedback that I usually get is from administration and teachers, and they really enjoy the fact that we do this every year just to try a little bit of everything. They like the idea of sampling.
Reporting for WMSD-TV, this is Sara Calderon.
Recently, math teacher Carrie Buddman was elected as Teacher of the Year at MSD. Here's reporter Camila Gonzalez with more information.
MSD teachers are the parental birds of her eagle's nest. Carrie Buddman is an algebra and geometry honors MSD teacher. Our school staff selected her as Teacher of the Year. She reflects the qualities and practically exceeds the criteria. Her love for teaching truly displays her dedication and passion.
I wanted to be a teacher because it's the only thing I've ever known I wanted to be. Growing up, I remember putting my dolls out and teaching the dolls. Seeing the light bulb go off for kids to me is a home run, and I feed off of their energy. I love it.
The Caliber Awards promote and award outstanding employees. Teacher of the Year is chosen through a multi-stage process, then ultimately chosen by highest scores in application and interview. These teachers motivate students from diverse backgrounds and skill levels.
As a teacher, I think she's been doing really good. She instructs us very good, and the lessons are pretty easy to understand with her. So I would say that I like having her as my math teacher.
Besides being a great teacher, Ms. Buddman is a great friend. Regardless of teacher or student, she demonstrates reliability and trustworthiness.
As a person, she's great. She's super nice. She's friendly. When I first met her, she was the most energetic teacher, even though everyone's so tired in the morning. But once you get used to it, you love it.
While we appreciate Ms. Buddman, she also values her students. Creating a home-like classroom brings her a sense of belonging. Ms. Buddman is truly honored for those who voted for her.
Well, this is my second go-around at MSD. I'm glad I'm back. It feels like home when I'm here. I think it's one of the highest honors that you can get as a teacher, and I think I was more surprised than anything and super excited.
The Eagle's Nest can always count on Ms. Buddman to make it better. This is Camila Gonzalez reporting for WMSD-TV News.
The city of Parkland offers a pumpkin patch with face painting, food, games, and of course pumpkins. Let's check it out.
The Parkland Pumpkin Patch is back! The annual Parkland Pumpkin Patch was held at the Equestrian Center from October 21st to the 26th. It has many different activities for both young and old audiences.
We got the kids, so we love, just the atmosphere and the fact that we can take beautiful pictures, and it's just a really nice event for everybody.
In addition to the many different kinds of activities, people also visit the patch to purchase pumpkins of various shapes and sizes. While the event is a fun time for all visitors, it also benefits the Seminole Nation Indian Princess Program.
So we're actually benefiting one of the Parkland Indian princesses. So we are raising money for them. It's a father and daughter program, and that's the reason why we're doing it.
For many, the event is a reminder of their childhood, which keeps them coming back every year.
I keep coming back to the pumpkin patch because I used to come here when I was younger, and it kind of gives me the memory. And I also really like it because I'm from Michigan, so I used to go to the pumpkin patches there, so it's nice to be able to come to this one.
The Parkland Pumpkin Patch is a great event for families and had a good cause behind it. This is Julian Garcia reporting for WMSD-TV.
Here's a story on Macy Meis, a senior who balances schoolwork and works behind the scenes of the successful MSD football team. Here's reporter Jackson Anger with more information.
They say, being two people at once is impossible. But for Macy Meis, it's a walk in the park. As a Douglas football media manager and varsity cheerleader, she tackles it all with no limits.
So my inspiration to join cheer was actually the coach. Coach Thompson was actually my teacher last year, and I think that her telling me the stories and team camaraderie and just seeing the girls on the sidelines made me really excited. And I love football, and I always cheer on those boys even when I'm behind the camera. Sometimes you'll hear in the videos me screaming.
Macy's dedication is all from the love and support of her family and friends as they cheer on her growth.
Well, I work in broadcast sports myself. And my dream as I built my company over the last almost 40 years was to have one of my sons go into the business and take over the business for me. And none of them were interested. So along came Macy, and I decided she'd be the appropriate person to do it. So I was hoping she would follow in my footsteps in television broadcasting.
As the media manager, Macy has produced and managed the Eagles' social media pages, highlights, and more.
So I've always been a very versatile person. I love getting involved in so many different things, and I really love the challenge. I think that I have many different personal assets and skill sets as an individual. I believe that I have many strengths in so many different areas, and honestly, it's kind of hard to choose which one's my favorite. I love school spirit, I love cheering, I love performing, but I also love sports media and I love sports.
As she looks to her bright future, her passion for sports and cheer aren't going away anytime soon. This is Jackson Anger, reporting for WMSD-TV News.
In case you missed it, here are our sports highlights from these past few weeks.
In these past few weeks, your varsity and junior varsity football teams have played against teams like Boyd Anderson, South Broward, Coral Springs, and many more. Here's some game highlights of your Stoneman Douglas Eagles. To kick things off against Boyd Anderson, quarterback Ryan Spallina makes defenders look silly while duking his way into the end zone for 6 points.
Later in the game, a handoff to running back Lawrence Morantis resulted in another Eagles touchdown. From here, the yards kept adding up. On senior night, your varsity Eagles played against the South Broward Bulldogs.
We've seen him before. Ryan Spallina again with another game-changing quarterback keeper for an Eagles touchdown.
And that is a Stoneman Douglas. Here's an impressive pass from quarterback Ryan Spallina to wide receiver Slade Rogers, marking Slade's first touchdown as an Eagle.
The success doesn't stop there. With great talent in our rising generations, here are some highlights from our junior varsity team in their game against Coral Springs. As Chase Pavlich passes it to Brady Getz, he runs, and runs even more for a 60-yard gain.
After that amazing drive, another standout player, Grant Gruber, makes an immaculate catch in the middle of the field. But of course, our strengths are beyond simply just passing.
Brought to you by Jackson Anger
and Macy Meis.
This is WMSD-TV News.
Here's a tutorial on how to make delicious salchipapas from MSD's Culinary. that's it for this week's newscast. We'll see you next week with more school news. Always remember, be positive, be passionate, and be proud to be an Eagle.